Nebraska's Hannah Werth is one of 2 Huskers to start every match this year on the volleyball court, and she's just a sophomore. Big12Sports.com caught up with Werth and found out more about the hard-nosed outside hitter and about what it's like to be from a family of winning Werths. Growing up, Hannah Werth used to have a simple goal.
Volleyball, I just really like to jump and hit the ball when I first started, to be really honest.
Now the Husker sophomore knows the game isn't so simple.
As I got older, I realized that volleyball is a very skilled sport, and to develop every single one of those skills is very important. And not just being able to hit a ball hard, but as I'm still learning like shots and defense and serve receive, setting, serving, and I'm still improving all those skills.
She's still improving, but her freshman campaign in Lincoln was good enough for 2009 Big 12 Freshman of the Year and 6 Big 12 Rookie of the Week honors while playing outside hitter.
Very rarely will freshmen ever start at Nebraska, because if we're doing our job and training our players, it's hard unless there's a unique situation for a freshman to come in. But Hannah was certainly ready to come in and play as a freshman, and she's a well-rounded player. She does all the skills well, and it's hard to find players now that can terminate the ball. They can pass, play defense, serve, and block. And I think Hannah is in a very select group of outside hitters in this conference that can do that and put up good numbers. And she is definitely a 5-tool volleyball player. And that's one of the reasons we wanted to recruit her, and we felt like we really needed her. We would call it a 5-skill player. She does all the 5 skills really well.
High praise from one of college volleyball's most successful coaches, but Werth isn't letting it get to her head.
I'm kind of a perfectionist, and I expect the most from myself, and I expect limitations that are almost unsucceedable, I guess, sometimes, but I think that's what drives me to become a better player every single day. So I am excited about my accomplishments, but I wouldn't have been able to do any of that without my team. My team was always there, and I wouldn't have had any of those accolades without my teammates.
Last season, the Huskers made it to a regional final for a 6th straight season and finished with a 26-7 record. This season, they're once again ranked in the top 5 nationally, and Werth says this squad's not satisfied with that.
If we maintain what we've been working on, I think that anything is possible with this team. I'd say that we're all really driven and thirsty this year, and we're ready to do whatever it takes to get to the top. And I'd say we have a target on our back just because we have all the same players plus 2 more. So we're pretty much the same team.
Werth wants to lift the national championship trophy, something one of her siblings accomplished in 2008 in Major League Baseball. Her brother Jason is an all-star outfielder for the Philadelphia Phillies. Her sister runs track at UCLA. Her mom ran track in the 1976 Olympics, and her dad played 4 years in Major League Baseball. If that's not enough, her uncle and grandfather also played in the big leagues.
She comes from a very competitive family, so she understands competition, so we didn't have to teach her that part of it. Her mom and dad did a wonderful job of teaching her about being competitive.
My brother and sister and I would have races at the top of the stairs like every night. Like we did everything, baseball in the backyard, dodgeball, basketball, street hockey, roller skating, racing, anything and everything. Like we were crazy about competition. It wasn't just about sports. I mean, it was about who could do the best of this, who could do the best of that. But I'm really lucky to grow up in such like a household environment like that, because it taught me a lot of things, and I learned through my brother and sister and my dad and my mom and their stories that they had passed down from me from years, and my grandparents and my great-grandpa, uncle, brother, everything.
When I first saw her, I turned to my assistant coach and said, "We got to get that kid." And she was in 8th grade. So I had no idea what her heritage was and all the tradition in her family and the success in baseball. Since then, it's been really cool to learn about that and follow the Phillies and her brother Jason, and that gives us something to talk about and something that fans here are really interested in. But if you spend much time with Hannah, she's running her own show. She's very independent, and she's not a baseball player. She's a volleyball player, but she wants a World Series ring for volleyball, and she is as hard as working and determined athlete as we've ever had here.
Like her goal when she first started playing volleyball to just hit the ball as hard as possible, her goal now is simple: win a national championship. For Big12Sports.com, I'm Brian Mortensen.